Hello everyone, welcome to my next playthrough. It is Mega Man 1 for the NES. I'm playing this via the Mega Man Legacy Collection on Xbox One. I'm going to talk a little about that later, but now we're starting off with Bomb Man. I don't know what the typical order is. I don't know. I feel like Cut Man is what I see people usually do, and I think Cut Man's a fine way to start the game, but personally I'm going with Bomb Man here. Because I guess it doesn't make really much of a difference, but there's a certain order that lets you get a certain item before you can really get its usefulness. I'll talk more about that later. I know I sound kind of vague right now, but let me address the fact that I am playing this on Legacy Collection, and there's the rewind feature. So when someone is playing a Mega Man game that's on a Legacy Collection, or at least the first Legacy Collection, they took it out in Legacy 2 for some fucking reason. Mega Man's 7 through 10, I think, really need a rewind feature, or at least, well, all of them do. But anyways, so when someone is playing on Legacy 1 and they're recording it, the question is not if they're using rewind, it's how much. And for me, I'm using it a little bit, but I don't use it in this part. And I use it at least for convenience sake, but I'll talk a little bit more about this later. Right now, at the Bomb Man's level, it's my first time playing this game in over a year, and I realized how slippery Mega Man could be at times. I feel to some extent his movement on platforms is kind of like almost as if it was ice physics, but no, there's an ice level here, and then I really learned what ice physics feels like in the Mega Man game once again. But as you saw here, if I had this memorized like I used to have back when I used to play Mega Man 1 quite a bit, if you position yourself correctly, you could take no damage and get through this very easily. If you notice, like the certain place where the bombs go off from the pits, they leave 4 pellets always in the same place. So if you know where those places are, you could just dodge them pretty easily. That was a Sniper Joe there. They're pretty annoying. I don't know how you get them to jump. Usually if you jump, eventually he'll move his shield or he'll jump. I don't know. It's kind of random, but as long as you keep moving, you can get him to move, and then you can time your blast correctly. Those things are essentially just bullet bills, but I guess bullet bills might not even been invented yet. Maybe. I don't actually remember. But they resemble bullet bills to a great degree, except they move up and down as well. Imagine bullet bills did that in regular Mario games, or in actual Mario games, I should say. But yeah, those little like Roombas, those death Roombas, if you shoot them, they'll stop moving, and you can get on their platform without them like moving towards you. But once you get on their platform, the Roombas will start moving a lot faster, which is quite annoying because it's very hard time to dodge when they're going to hit you because they slow down as soon as you jump up. Anyways, these little balls that like these little shells that open up and then shoot the pellets. Yeah, if you time it correctly, you know, so much of this game is just timing and positioning, and I kind of like that about this game because it makes you feel great when you have it memorized. You know, you're nailing the game. It's so simply programmed. The control is good enough where, you know, it's not great. You know, it could be better, but I feel like it is good enough where if you really know what you're doing, it will not be a problem, and you feel like you're really mastering a challenge instead of the game just being ridiculously hard for very arbitrary reasons. And what am I referring to? Well, later Mega Man games, but we won't be getting to those later Mega Man games anyways, because obviously I've been using the term this year, Mega Man Zone games, and that Sniper Joe really gave me a fucking hard time there. But Mega Man 1 is not in the Mega Man Zone, just so you know. Now we're towards the end of the level. There's another Sniper Joe here. I only got one health left, and can I get through? Because there's a checkpoint within the... Oh, god damn it, I can't. So yeah, we don't have to start all the way from the beginning, but we start from about the middle, and this isn't such a bad place to start again, but we do have to do that place with the shells, but I skipped that. But anyways, that life respawn there, and we're back at the end with more than half health. I was thinking, man, I could go back, but if I had a certain item, I could go back and get those infinite lives that respawn every time you go off the screen. And since I have more health this time, I can handle the Sniper Joe rather easily. And I've noticed that when I'm playing confidently in this game, I'm not scared of making jumps and stuff. I nail the stuff. So it doesn't really apply to this part. We'll talk about it later. For this little section, I'll just fall down. But now we're in the boss room, fighting Bomb Man. And Bomb Man, he's pretty simple. And the reason I don't do well in this first fight is because I confuse his boss pattern with a pattern in a later Mega Man game, a totally different boss, where if you hit them, they'll stop throwing their projectile, and just like that I die for the first time. Yeah, kinda disappointing for me, because I thought I was having an easier time with that. But with that said, the Mega Buster is more than enough. Or is it the Mega Buster in this game? I don't care, that's what I'm calling it. Is more than enough to take down Bomb Man. That's why I like taking them down. Cut Man or Bomb Man are very good to take down with the Mega Buster, because you could dodge their bombs pretty easily once you realize, oh shit, the Buster doesn't stun him like I thought it did. But yeah, you see here he jumps around a lot, and yeah, you get a little sense of his pattern. He's always gonna throw the bomb to where you were, and just like that, I finish off Bomb Man. So, with that being said, we finish our Bomb Man stage. I know I couldn't get everything I wanted to say about this stage in, but that's fine. I'm doing so well right now that I can't even say everything I want to say, but I'd rather have it that than the other way around. Anyways, next time we'll be taking on Gutsman, and we'll be talking about all that stuff in the next part. Thank you so much for watching the first part of my Mega Man series. I think this is going to be a good one. Thank you. See you next time. This is a level that, I feel like the game wants you to take on first. There's a hint to it later how much Dr. Wily, our main enemy here, is obsessed with Gutsman. I feel like, yeah, especially how this level goes out, how it plays out, I feel like it's one of the easier levels, minus this part right here, because I've died so many times of these platforms like tilting down. And the mistake is I'm looking at the platform I'm standing on. You need to look at the little ball, like the thing that's actually attached to the rail. When that hits the gaps in the rail, it will go down, I was spending too much time looking at the actual platform itself and not the parts that looks at the railing. Once I started doing that, I was able to nail the timing. And like I say again, timing is everything. And positioning as well, because Mega Man is not a great jumper. Or a great platformer, not the game, but like the actual guy. He's no Mario, So you have to be very precise with them. And these guys right here, I don't mind taking a hit. Now, back there they gave you like a big health orb. That's obviously not what you need. You need how to give you an extra life. Like an easy extra life for doing that. But you go down here, you got a couple healing items. Depending on which path you take, you can get up here. If you have the special item that we get later that lets us able to make platforms to get that big orb, but I don't need it, so it's not a big deal. Down here you can get an extra life, but I'm not able to get it once again. Down here we see one of these robots. It reminds me of Eve from Mother 1. Anyways, they're pretty tough to take down. They take like a shit ton of pellets to take down, but I was able to do it quite well there because I got stuck on the platform. So yeah, just like that, we're done with Gutsman stage, and now we're in like a little corridor leading up to his boss room. So yeah, honestly, you could tell by the length of this video, this is nothing at all. And since I'm going in order of weakness, of course, I'm going to be using Bomb Man's weapon, and that is I don't even know what it's called. Let's see. I'll go look at this as it's called the Hyper Bombs, and it takes 3 Hyper Bomb explosions to kill Gutsman. And so I don't actually like this weapon at all, but it does kill him quite quickly, so I don't mind it that bad. But you see Gutsman can paralyze you or stun you with his force with the ground, and throws a platform at you. But I don't think it's that hard of a boss fight, especially if the weapon. They're easy enough to dodge. So yeah, that's it for this part. Again, another example of me not having enough time. But next time, check in with me when we take on Cutman. Welcome back, folks. This time I'll see taking on Cutman. And his stage, oh boy, I think this is the first really challenging one I'm gonna go tackle in this playthrough. Not because I fail a lot. Actually, I think I do pretty well. I don't think I die on the way to but I just remember, like, I have so many, like, I don't have like distinct memories about it, but I have like feelings are rushing back when I played this level for the recording. It was like, I remember having such a hard time with this level, because honestly it was probably because I was impatient. As you see here, if you memorize the pattern and take your time, you could dodge most of these pellets pretty easily. You know, I don't do that perfectly here, but I'm more patient when I'm playing this game since I've played it so many times. And I think that's one thing that you really need to play a Mega Man game, is patience. Because it's something that, it's not a virtue that usually I have in platforming games. I usually can go fast as I can, and as fast as I want to in a Sonic game or even a Mario game. Well, yeah. I guess to a degree in Celeste as well, to reference a past Let's Play if you want to check that out. But anyways, we are approaching about the halfway point. And since I did this, well, I guess I'm not quite there yet, but you see those little clamshell things? If you shoot them, they usually, one of them will drop a nice little item for you. I don't really need that. Now you see with those blocks there, if you have the guts, what's it called? The super arm, you could use that and throw it at the enemies, which could be pretty useful. Yeah, it's called the super arm. So yeah, since I came at the guts, man, I could use some of these. They have plenty of these blocks throughout the level that I don't use for some reason, because that's one idiosyncrasy I have when playing Mega Man games. I almost never use the Robot Master's weapon during the level for some reason. I only use it during boss fights. Now I realized that, like, in the middle of playing this game, I did actually start to use the weapons towards the end of the game, but not even to like a very large degree. I usually use my Mega Buster until you get to the boss. But yeah, so I guess you can glean from all these blocks here. As the game's kind of telling you that that Cut Man's weakness is the super arm. But I feel like I never saw too many clues in other levels. I don't know. I couldn't imagine playing this game and not knowing the boss's weaknesses, because that's the one thing I do. I think if you're like your first time playing Mega Man 1, I'll just say you don't need a walkthrough. All you need to know is all the boss's weakness, and make your own order, because I don't know how you do trial and error with this. I feel like some of the bosses are a little too difficult to be doing with the Mega Buster. You could do Cut Man, you could do fucking, what's the dude named? Bomb Man. But yeah, other ones you're gonna need the weaknesses. Anyways, this part takes patience. I just kind of invincibility frame it, and again we see Eve. I really don't know her actual name, but yeah, I'm kind of fucking this up here. She was stuck. I could have killed her, but now, I almost got hit one too many times. Why do I have a feeling I need to kill her? But if you get those pellets, those little orbs, I think they help you get points to get continues. I forget. Honestly, the scoring system, like most NES games, are completely worthless. It's not an arcade machine. You just can't leave it there. I mean, if they had the you could leave like the 3 letters there, your 3 initials, maybe that'd be cool to go back and look at. But anyways, here we are at Cut Man. You only have 2 boulders here, I guess blocks to throw at Cut Man, but look how much damage it does. And I died. But a good thing about this is, since even though you're throwing only 1 block, right, it barely uses any of the power of it, so you get a lot more. See, I have a bunch left, even though I threw 1. But the downfall is the blocks don't respawn when you die, which sucks. But I'm not that stressed out, and I mess with it anyway. So now I have to use just a regular Mega Buster. I came in here with no advantage, honestly. I might as well did a Cut Man first, I guess. But I feel like I missed something. I forgot to mention something. I don't think I did. I think I'm thinking of a different level. It's nice to have Gutsman's power up to get an item. Anyways, just like that, we are done. And next time on Mega Man, we'll be taking on Elec Man with Cut Man's weapon. So until then, Bye. Have a nice day. Hope you're enjoying this Mega Man playthrough. Alright, welcome to Mega Man. Once again, this time we're taking on Elec Man stage. And oh man, the Roombas of Death return. Yeah, they're pretty annoying here. This beginning of the stage gives me, I wouldn't say the most trouble, but maybe in this run it gave me the most trouble, but they always get on my last goddamn nerve. And you know what? I have, actually, no. This is where you get, this is the stage where you get the item that can create platforms, and it'd be awesome to use it here. But, it's not that bad. You just, as long as you're patient, again, have the timing, have it on the opposite side of the platform when you shoot it. But you gotta make quick decisions, as I did there. Good job by me. I'm not gonna go back down and get that health, because they do predict that you're gonna have a hard time with that, but, you know, I don't really care. I feel like I can go through most of this level pretty easily. Because I have, I'm expecting some of the enemies right here. You think, oh, it's very peaceful. No, there can be enemies coming from the top and the bottom. I know from the top left, so I just shoot preemptively because they take a little bit to start shooting you. So in that interval, I killed them. And once again, I blast. I don't worry about the three on the bottom right because they can't catch up to me. Now this is a spot that's very interesting. That it's like a future level. I deal with this quite a bit. Is where you have to time the blocks appearing, and I'm good at timing it, but you gotta get it pretty perfect, because sometimes if Mega Man is not perfectly atop of it, he'll just glitch through it and like fall under it, which is fine, ain't too bad. And there you go. You go on the other side, I always get the weapon energy, but I never use my other weapon, so don't really need that either. And just like that, we finished like the little first section. Now we're on top. And here is somewhere you gotta be confident, folks. You gotta be confident. It took me a lot of balls. It took me a whole ton of balls to make these jumps right here. But you gotta be confident. You gotta go with the slippery physics. As soon as you stop moving, when you start getting nervous, you can't be nervous when you're on the edge. Anyways, we're gonna continue to have these, I don't even know what to call them, those things. Anyways, now we have the electrical beams again. Just be patient. I'm not going to take the left side because we have the Roombas of Death, and I'd much rather have the electrical beams and deal with these things than the Roombas of Death. But honestly, on the top left hand side, if I take the right side, they're farther away, so my put's not going to reach them as fast. Anyways, if you get the super arm here, you can move these blocks, and you can get what I like to call, what the game calls, item 1. Oh no! It's the magnet laser. Sorry, that's not, item 1's not doesn't apply to this game. There's only one extra item, but yeah, the magnet beam can create platforms for a period of time, and yeah, you can use them to get cross pits, to go upwards, whatever. I will be using that a little bit throughout the rest of the game, particularly one part where they have those reappearing and disappearing blocks in the next stage and next part. But yeah, just to get that item, you have to do Guts Man stage. I was about to say Guts Main. There's some new rapper out here, of course, doing trap in 2020. Anyways, to get out of here, not only do you need Guts Man's weapon, you also have to use item 1. Not item 1, fuck. It's a magnet beam. Why can't I say that? Anyways, now we're in a place that's very similar to the beginning of the second section, except there's nothing to heal our health. I was like, what, did I do something wrong? Was it like Mario 1? I went down the wrong path in Bowser's Castle. I have to reset? No, they just reused that design for some odd reason, just to get us to this part. And it ain't too hard. And we're at the end, but this asshole, Eve, I loved you. Yeah, using that tactic will just get you hit. And I don't know why I fell for that again, because I do that a lot. And you just go right under him. If you jump, sometimes she'll jump very high, and then you can just walk around her, but it's not always that predictable. And of course, while we're going up to the boss's lair, there would be, I'm about to say lizards, no, lasers. My goodness, that's a new Pokemon, next generation. A lizard that shoots lasers. Anyway, it's pretty simple. It's the last 3. And we are at Elec. His weakness, of course, well, it'll be. Anyways, it's the rolling cutter, I believe it's called, that you get from Cutman. Yeah, he goes down in 3 slices. I didn't show the first slice because I was, I just speed it up. But yeah, Elec can be pretty tough to beat, but if you dodge one of them, I think you'll be fine. As long as you dodge one, you can get hit a couple times. But anyways, that's enough for me. Next time, we will be moving on to Iceman stage. Doesn't look like much of a man to me. But anyways, see you next time, because it won't be easy. Alright, welcome to Iceman stage. We're starting off on a great note, but to kill these enemies, you just have to shoot them right in the eye, and they die in 1 hit. And I don't know if I really emphasized this thus far, is that pretty much everything, I mean, it being an NES game and all that, as soon as you walk off screen, most of the time the item and most definitely the enemies respawn. So, yeah. Another Roomba of Death! Underwater this time. Ah, boy. Oh, fuck. I tell you what, these penguins are pretty annoying. They're just as annoying. They pretty much do the same pattern as those bullet bills that go up and down. And it's a very annoying game design to have something like the Roomba of Death and these things coming at you. But, just gotta power through, just take the hits and go. There is gonna be a point where we get a nice, right here, yeah, we get our health regenerated quite nicely. And these guys aren't much of a problem. They're just annoyance to anything else. And there we go. Got like 25% of our health back. And down here, I swear. So, you see, oh, nothing again. This is a good place to use that magnet beam to make some platforms. And I fucked it up there, damn it. Because you could just skip that room, but you could skip all this platforming. That is very annoying. Oh, and I get it, okay. Jeez. This is the one I have to skip because I just find it. Oh, no, we were not doing that. It's too much. This is what the magnet beam is for. I never really use the special items during the stage, but I have to whip it out there. Cause good goddamn, I hate that part of the level. Make life easy on yourself. Use the magnet beam. Now here, I tried using magnet beam in past playthroughs. I just ended up getting hit and then dying, or using the magnet beam like each time you use it, like consecutively, the magnet beam gets higher and higher because you're on a higher plane. Like you're going up on the y-axis, right? Oh man, I can't believe I don't remember that. I'm dumb as shit. Anyways, you're going higher and higher in the air, so eventually you get so high that you can't jump on top of the platform because you can't go off the screen or whatever. And I got stuck like halfway through, which I mean, it probably is a way for you to do it, but I was never able to do this the whole way through with the magnet beam. But this is pretty. I just see here, this could be kind of sporadic to some degree, because even when you're on top of these platforms, they will not always go as high as they possibly can. Like, it took me waiting a little bit to them to get in position. Oh, I messed that one up. If I die, I get a game over next. But I didn't even film a magnet beam. I guess I don't need it. So with that, we go down to the last section of the stage, I believe. And you, motherfucker. I'm not trying to see will it drop some health. You're taking so many shots. No, it's one of those continue pellets. I think that's what that do. I think that's what that does, but it could just be style points. I don't know. Hey, you're in the comments. You can tell me what they do. We're in the corridor, and this corridor is littered with the flying penguins, the mechanic penguins, and they're extremely annoying. Just keep shooting. And here, you want to switch the item before. Right here is the first place where I used the rewind to any effect, really, because I did not want to die here and get a game over. So I rewind to get a little bit of my health back, so I go in a little bit more prepared, right? So obviously, Iceman is weak to the Elec beam, or I think that's what it's called. And I think Iceman goes down in 3, and just like that. You want to jump? You can die after you beat the boss. So yeah, that could have been pretty annoying if I died there. I would have got a game over. I had to start the whole level over again just because the fucking boss killed me after I killed him, her, it. Anyways, that's it for Iceman stage. Next time I'm taking on the last robot master, and that's Fireman. Fireman. Alright, welcome to Fireman stage. Probably my favorite stage theme up to this point. Gutsman is a second, I would say. But yeah, last stage, I think it's fitting the last stage to be, well, last Robot Master stage to be a fire level, or lava theme, or whatever. I don't know why would you build some sort of factory in a volcano, but hey, it's a great hiding spot, I guess. Anyways, gonna have these three, like, little, flames spawn out of lava. They come down at you, but you dodge them pretty easily. They do move based on your location, but it's only after they initially spawn. And these flame pyres come out pretty predictably, but they do move pretty fast, even though they're predictable. So I don't really worry about getting that other health regen. And here is a pretty tight little window to get in. And I always have problems getting in tight windows with Mega Man and these NES games because I don't know, they give them too much of a tight squeeze. Sometimes it doesn't register the fact that I'm pushing right or left to get in one of those nooks, so I just end up falling straight down. You saw it in the last level, I believe, in Iceman stage, but yeah, I fall right down a flame pyre. There's nothing up there for us. You think there would be, but no. You go down here, you want to make sure that you grab the ladder and then fall down pretty precisely so you don't get a flame up your rear. And these fucking annoying fireballs in conjunction with the flame pyres could be very annoying, but again, they're not doing too much damage. They could knock you off, I guess, with knockback, but still, it's not all that bad. Right here, make some quick jumps, and you're ready. Ah, okay. I don't know how. I saw that coming. I still got hit by it. Now up here, it is such a luxury to have what I call the magnet beam, because to time it right, I don't know if I ever timed my walking through that correctly. I don't know if you can. So I'm just gonna use the magnet beam and avoid all that noise. And now we got the bullet bills again. God damn. They're not as tough, but knowing me, I'm probably gonna have a horrible time with this if I could. I don't remember how I did initially, but these Roombas though, very annoying time to jump. Because I'm predicting that they're gonna go at the same speed when I hit the ground, but like when I jump off the ground, I should say, to avoid them, but no, it's just, it really fucks with the mind because you're predicting them to go at that constant speed, so you jump knowing that. But anyways, here I recommend you switch to Cutman's weapon to kill these things, and I didn't realize to do that until it was too late, so I'm going to probably die here. But I switched to Iceman's weapon. I'm gonna call it the Icicle Beam. I don't know, what is it actually called? I'm gonna look here. It's called the Ice Slasher. And I die there. And let's run that back. Let's run that all the way back, huh? So this is what I use the rewind function for. I think using the rewind function as this is pretty useful. So I rewind all the way back to show you that I'm not doing this for any cheating reasons. I'm gonna do what I should have done the first time. And I feel like using the rewind function like this actually can make you a better player. If you're using it just to make like one specific jump better, I think it's more of a crush than anything else. But for me, it's for convenience, because if I got a game over, I would have to do this level all over again. And I know the level only took me 3 minutes, and all the levels in this game pretty much take me 3 minutes to do. But I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. And sometimes I forget that a game over only does that. Sometimes I think a game over would bring you play the whole game over again, but no. So anyways, that's the way I would say you're supposed to do it. But I have the rewind, so why not use it? You know, it's just like having a magnet beam. Just like that. I almost died trying to get the thing, but good thing I didn't miss delivery frames. And now I do not exist anymore. Where did I go? But anyways, I hope you didn't mind me using the rewind button. I hope that didn't make you think less of me. It was essentially, I didn't use it to cheat or anything. I just didn't want to get a game over. But next time on Mega Man, go to the Dr. Wily stage. See you then. Welcome to Wily Fortress 1. It's not the most easy place. I don't know, that was a very clunky sentence. It could be pretty difficult to come in. Those robots, I think, take a lot more damage. You can tell by their brown eye. Ugh. Shit out loud. I guess it's more orange. But anyways, just take the hit. I know you take a lot of damage from them, just take the hit. Doesn't matter. Because, well, for me it does not matter. Because here, I die. I don't rewind. I take the game over. Knowing what I knew then is that I could just continue and start a level again. I don't actually lose any progress. It's not like I had a checkpoint or anything. So it's good on my part, I guess. And I make the thing jump high like it did, like I showed you there. You could do that as well to just dodge it. So this time I'm playing a little more confidently instead of just, you know, putting balls to the walls. But yeah, playing confident in this game when you know what you're doing, it feels great. Like I said before. I can't say that with most NES games, or really most Mega Man games. But that's a topic for a different day. Different day. Anyways, use super arm here to move these blocks, and as you notice, there didn't register one of my super arms, and I threw a block that didn't exist. It didn't register me picking up a block that existed. It made one out of thin air for some reason. But anyways, I'm having a hard time here because it's so hard to do this for me. It's like judge where to jump. You can jump way far past where the platform actually exists because Mega Man has like wide ass feet, I guess. Yeah, look at his toes. It's pretty long toes, I guess. So technically he's on the platform, even though it doesn't seem like that anymore. It's very odd. Anyway, these annoying things. Just climb up the ladder as fast as you can and run past them. Who gives a shit? But there's plenty more of them up here. Use Guts Man up and you can replenish your health, but you probably lose some health just trying to get the fucking thing. So fuck it. Yeah. And I half-assed it. I did not get the healing item and I did not just go down here. But with, well, I should note this because I haven't made a point to point this out. Even though I'm playing this on Xbox One, the Legacy Edition lets you play like the NES version of it. I guess I had like an emulator on the like download. So they've run like an original version of like how it performed on the NES, and that means slowdown, you know, at certain points. I had to fade out there because I took a break at one point, you know, got interrupted, but that's all cool. You fill your weapon energy here to get your item, your magnet beam back, because you're maybe not gonna need it for that part, even though it does make it a hell of a lot easier. You're definitely gonna need it for this part. I don't know how you're supposed to get through this without it. I don't even know why they would make like I don't understand how would you get through this. I always do Guts Man before who was it, Elec Man? I always do Guts Man before Elec Man, so I always get the magnet beam. But what if you didn't do that in that order? Would you just have to go back? I don't even know if you can before you beat the game. Can you replay levels? That's pretty shitty of them to do. Anyways, talk about shitty things to do. The Yellow Devil. So you want to put on Elec Man's weapon, and you want to learn what the pause button is on your modern controller. For me, it's the left bumper for some reason. So got it on. I'll make a cut here. It took me a lot of attempts to get this right. So I'm just tapping the pause button, the pause button that isn't part of the Legacy Collection, because it lets you pause the game and I'll pull up the menu. For some reason, you can hurt the Yellow Devil with just one shot by doing this. But just keep pressing pause over and over again. It'll continue to keep damaging it because it's resetting its invincibility frames within the pause menu. It's very weird. It's very cool because fuck this boss, fuck the Yellow Devil. But on that note, we must go on to the next Wily Fortress stage. See you then, folks. Welcome to the finale of my Mega Man playthrough. When continuing the Wily Fortress, And I have to start off with being very honest, is that I'm cutting out some deaths here, but I'm using I'm using the rewind feature quite a bit in this part, just for pure convenience, because when you die in this fortress level, there's plenty of stuff that we have to do here, and you always start at the beginning no matter what. So I have to use the rewind button to keep myself not from tearing my eyeballs out, because that's extremely tedious. Anyways, we're gonna be fighting Cutman again, and of course there's some other bosses. It's not a formal boss rush in the sense of like later Mega Man games, but we will be fighting all the robot masters once again. Cutman, I'm just using the basic Mega Buster, and I think I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't need to rewind for that. So you should be obviously well equipped to fight taking all the robot masters. It's not gonna be the biggest threat here, but you do want to still be careful while fighting them, because you're going to lose a lot of health just touching them. This part can be very annoying because the fucking rolling cutter, whatever it's called, is not directional, so you kind of just have to time and position yourself correctly, not get hit. And I do not here, because I'm not patient. And just like that, there's no checkpoint after Cutman. You have to start all the way from back to the beginning, which sucks. But even though I did have good position to start out, I don't know, I got hit there. So I don't know how you avoid that by just jumping at the perfect time. But here in a Robot Master, we have Elec Man. Obviously here I'm going to try to go out for the, what was it again? Yeah, it's just a cutter, that's the thing. I don't know how I missed that, but yeah, I rewind there because maybe that's cheats for you, maybe you think that's illegitimate. I kind of feel embarrassed about it, but I'm sorry, I don't want to go all the way back to the beginning of the level. I don't care how short this level is, I don't want to go back to the beginning when I can just instantly go back 5 seconds, 3 seconds to just do it right, you know. And maybe I'm wrong for doing that, but here you have those exploding bomb things from the Bomb Man stage that, you know, could be pretty easy to dodge. But here you get that extra life, so even though you might be failing quite a bit, still be pretty useful to get these. You need the magnet beam to do so, so I have a little bit of magnet beam left. All I had was one left, and yeah, I was able to get that extra life. You do not want to go veering off the left side, because if you go off there, there'll be spikes. You go to the next screen, on the next screen there'll be spikes, and then you don't want to do that to your boy Mega Man. I rewind there because I know it's gonna need that health, because I made like a very stupid mistake. I make it like again. I forget to turn right because I'm scared of hitting myself, but. And yeah, you throw the rolling cutter. I guess I never mentioned before. You can only throw one at one time. So as it's in the air, you're just sitting there for it to come back. But it's cool. We can get multiple enemies with one shot. And now we go down here. And there's 3 of those bad boys. Very annoying. We just drop rolling cutter. Got all 3. I guess you fall down here. You fall to the ladder. I think I'm in a later spot. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I fall here. Spike in the asshole. I rewind, because what the fuck, I'm not going back to the beginning just over that. No, I'm just gonna go down here, fuck that tank, and like that I knock out those 2. This could be a pretty hard part, I guess, if you're just trying to minimize your damage. But I barely have any life left. I have to, you see that edit there, it could have missed it. I died, and I just edited it so it looked like I went here the first time, but no, I died. That's why I have full health once again. Anyway, so this time with this boss fight, you find a clone of yourself. He'll use whatever item that you're using, whatever move, like weapon you're using. So the best way to do this is put the Elec beam on, and then do the same thing you did with the Yellow Devil. You just keep on starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping, until you are victorious. I know this is not pleasant to the ears or the eyes, but hey, I'm just trying to get through this anyway, as by any means necessary. Like this boss and Yellow Devil, honestly, I find more annoying than the actual final boss. But so yeah, with this, I feel like it's harder to do this trick with this boss. For some reason, I have a lot easier time doing it with the Yellow Devil, but I still end up doing it. He's not taking any more damage. I don't know why. Is that it? Okay, he's taking damage. He's having very. There we go. And Any day now you can finish this up. Come on. And I just do a second shot and fuck it. And to the final Wily Fortress stage, or is the third one? It's, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. In this Wily Fortress stage, we'll be taking on a new boss, not one of the Robot Masters, not a clone of ourselves. It's something that I find quite unique. But anyway, the way to get there, it happens pretty quick. If you know, again, you could do this without getting really any damage going down there. It's very patterned. Now this part, the blue stuff comes out. I don't know if this is water or what, but ahead of you is going to be the penguins and then the bullet bills. They have the same pattern and jump at the same time. You'll be able to dodge all of them because they do the exact same thing every time. And now it's time for the bullet bills. Yep, it's not that difficult to dodge. Problem here is your item usage does not regenerate between these fortress levels, so hopefully you still have Gutsman's weapon still charged up. I have a little bit, you don't need that much, but these three boulders are pretty important, but you're not gonna have enough to knock out this bubble machine in like one go with these 4 boulders. So what is recommended is for you to use the pellets when it goes low and use the boulders when it goes higher up where you can't jump and hit them with the pellets. Since I did not do that, I just used all 4 immediately. I have to do this the harder way now. And I was very close to dying. And you see the pellets do not knock it out in one hit. I don't know if anything else does. And I don't know if it's cost effective to use the other weapons to knock out the bubbles. And here, got a berry tense. Ah, come on. Just like that. Finished off the bubble machine. Oh boy, this Dr. Wily dude is pretty creative. Makes some pretty tough robots. Anyways, we're still not done climbing this fucking fortress or castle or whatever it is. I'm making a very bad start, dickish start if I may add, with these fucking eyeball robot thingies. I think everything's peaceful. No, well, here they come again. But you know, just like I think it was a Elecman stage, right? They're not too bad takedown, and we still need Gutsman's weapon. Or item 2. I mean item 1. I mean fucking Magnum Beam. Fuck. To get past that. I think that's pretty annoying. Like there's no turning back. Even if I got a game over, I have to get a game over and go back to the select screen. And then I'll have my items. But then I have to do every Wily stage over again. I think that's so bullshit. But honestly, I haven't had to deal with that here, so because of the sweet rewind button, it just makes the game so much more convenient. It's basically, I mean, I'd rather have like a save state feature maybe rather than a straight up rewind, because I feel like rewind to some degree is kind of cheating the game, where a save state is just saving you lives. But speaking of rewinding stuff, I think I rewind here because like what the fuck, I kept failing this jump here. And this is, I want to keep this in because this is a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier with the rewind button. It can either make you a better player or it can cheese things, depending on interpretation of this. I am cheesing it. But I feel like this can make you better with your timing. Because imagine each time I failed, I have to go back to the beginning of the level to give myself another shot, rather than just immediately trying again. I think that's like what games like Super Meat Boy and Celeste get right. You die and you're instantly back in where the challenge is. Whereas, you know, obviously an 80s platformer like Mega Man, yeah, it forces you to do stuff like that. But then I realized, wait, the life and the item refill, it's so easy to get. I thought it was gonna be hard, but no. I play a closer look, I'm like, no, they seem insanely easy to get. So I just jump down, get the fuck. I get fucked, and then I get the life. Comes back. And that refills all your health and all your weapon energies. That's pretty cool. Which is perfect because we're going into the final bosses. I think there's 3 bosses left, maybe. Fuck. I fucked that up, but it comes back around. So yeah, that's my defense for the rewind button. I pause here. Why do I pause it? Did I save the game? I'm sorry. Guess maybe I looked at something. But yeah, that's like the Legacy Collection pause menu. Sorry about that. Now you have Bomb Man. You're just gonna use his the basic ass weakness that well, actually, I didn't even have to use his weakness. I forgot what it was, but you can just use the pellets. I mean, there's no real point in using the items, I guess. Especially if you didn't get that that full item restore there. Because I forget what his weakness is. Is it the flame one? I'd imagine a bomb would be weak to flames. You know, make it explode and then you die. You explode prematurely, exploding yourself. And no one wants to explode themselves. Ah, flame man, very annoying. I hate this. But able to knock him out. And thank goodness for those invincibility frames, so I didn't have to get hit by that last flame wave. And now Iceman. Well, time for Elec Man's weapon. Oh, nice dodge by Iceman. And fuck. And now you see here, if you die, you have to start the like little gauntlet run all over. If not, the whole entire level. I don't remember honestly, because I don't remember the last time I died on these bosses and actually didn't rewind. So. Alright, so Gutsman is the last robot master you must take on. Obviously, we just use the bomb on him, and it's so annoying. Gutsman is so fucking annoying. I don't know how to deal with Gutsman. So I rewind. I think what I'm gonna do now is, what's my new tactic here? So I rewind. I'm thinking about it. I'm still gonna have to use the bomb, right? And I should probably, you know, I should care more about being stunned, throwing bombs as fast as I can, because he's kind of like gonna stay there. If you don't move closer, I feel he doesn't move closer to you. If you stay a good distance away, you'll kind of stay in his corner, and just like that, I get trapped. Like, it's very hard to jump over him, and you can't really predict when he's gonna jump that high, so you can walk under him. Like, Gutsman's a pretty annoying piece of shit when you only have like 2 hits left, or 1 hit left, I should say. Like, you have like that little health left, but I get him like that, and then I die right there, so I have to rewind so I can jump that. I know I'm like bastardizing this playthrough, but fuck it. There's one thing I'm not gonna bastardize though, is I'm coming fight. I'm gonna take it on as if I was playing on the NES in 1985. I'm using the Flame Man's weapon. I do switch weapons here to refill. I don't know what else I'll use. I guess I'm not gonna use any of the other ones, so it doesn't matter. I guess Elec Man's weapon you won't want to refill here if it was low, but we finally meet Dr. Wily himself. And what type of contraption is this? Well, I die immediately, so I can't really explain it. Yeah, once you beat the last robot master, you beat Gutsman. You start from Gutsman's corridor. The fuck? What's going on? Oh, I'm supposed to go to the right. Yeah. You start from the corridor after Gutsman. I'm sorry, right before Dr. Wily. I always confuse that for some reason. But anyways, you see when you use the Flame Man's weapon, you have the little orb of fire surrounding you, and you want to use that to damage this little cannon that these little pellets are coming out of. And you beat him very easily, just like that. We beat the first stage of Dr. Wily. He only has 2 stages. The second one is due to Elec Man's weapon. I was taking time to think that over, but you hit him right in that little eye thing, little lights, right above where those electric balls are coming out of, and you should be able to get it pretty easily. You can't do the pause trick here. I don't feel like it's necessary, because I feel like it's easy enough to dodge those balls coming out, even though I get hit by half of them. And it's harder to dodge when he's right next to you like that. But yeah, he goes down after a good while, probably like 10 shots of this. 7 to 10 shots, I forget how many. But just like that, one more shot, Dr. Wily's contraption is kaputted. He begs for mercy. Mega Man has ended the evil domination of Dr. Wily and restored the world to peace. However, the never-ending battle continues until all destructive forces are defeated. Fight, Mega Man, for everlasting peace. And that's it, folks, for Mega Man 1. Been quite an hour-long ride. It would have been, if I was, without reruns, it probably would take me an hour and a half. So I don't want this to be, if you're impressed by this, you can see through the rewinds, thank you. So I do feel like I'm pretty good at this game, but I just don't want to deal with the headaches of an old 80s platformer, of the lives, about barely getting any lives, starting the very punitive game overs, So anyways, thank you so much for watching this playthrough. I'm going to be doing more Mega Man games, and next up, the next Mega Man game I'm going to do is 2. I'm going to do all the Mega Man games in order. I think for the rest of the year, I might just do Mega Man 2. I might not get to 3 or anything like that. So, yeah, I do plan on getting to all the Mega Man games. The regular classic series, the X series, the Zero series, even Battle Network, Mega Man Legends as well. Even though I'm not looking forward to that. Anyway, presented by Capcom USA. And this playthrough has been presented by Marc Davis and consumed and enjoyed by you, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later.